Good morning. Had a bit of a struggle getting to it this morning for some reason. The Facebook thing changed on my iPhone. I couldn't find the code generator to log into Facebook, which is what I need to actually do the live stream. So here I am, though. I am here, Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, to do the daily Lenormand card spread. The reading of it in real life. Oh gosh, it's been a bit of an adventure to get here this morning. So here we go across to the cards. Tune into your psychic connections, your spiritual connections, your angels, whichever way you need to. As we travel across, and I hadn't checked the layout here, there's the cards that I'm using. And here we go. I haven't even got one of those out, and I'm not going to bother this morning now that we're so late as such. Good morning, Michaela. Lovely to have you here. And good morning to Sarah. Good morning, Nat. And it's a happy Friday. It is a happy Friday. And the weekend is coming tomorrow and the next day, of course. And I'll be at the Body Mind Psychic Fair at the Wayville Showgrounds in Adelaide. And I still haven't actually got my link up. Let me just get that, because I do have that there that I'll put into my staging area, ready for the end to pop that in for those that may be in Adelaide and can go. So here we go. Good morning, Connie. It is lovely to have you here, and it's foggy, is it? Now, there we have the owl card at least. What matters most is how we see ourselves. So, and certainly with love from the heart to self too, is how I do. And look, there's sometimes I look in the mirror and think, "Ugh," but no, it's a beautiful world we live in with all the beauty that we perceive. And I'm perceiving beauty in front of me all the time. So I'm going to put it that way in the head. There we go. It's focused. You might like to take a snapshot of that. What do you call them? Screenshots, isn't it? You've got it foggy. Connie, I just noticed that comment. Well, it's beautiful, as you can tell. Hang on, let me switch back to that. We didn't get much of it this morning. Here we go. It's as sunny as it could be this morning. It is cool, though, but it is a sunshine out there. I'd say if I walked out, it'd be a bit frosty on the feet, though, because it looks like we've probably had a little bit of that this morning. Excuse me. So here we go. We've got the cards, 5 cards from this Gilda Brevery Lenormand deck. What we have is the moon in the home space. We've got the home in the workspace. We have the key up there in the unexpected, and that hunky man, well, I mean, it's a masculine older man. We've got the male masculine in our role, and we have the masks or mask as the central card in that outcome area. Had something funny just happen to I don't know what happened there. I'm hoping you're still with me anyway. You love the sunshine? I like it when it's warm but not hot. And I know Shaz, wonderful friend she is, gone on a holiday yesterday. She left via plane, flew up to Darwin, and it was at the time I was talking to her, 32 and dry, obviously. It must be the dry season. So that's about my limit, 32, 33. I like double numbers. 33, perfect. Whoops, my phone didn't work just then. Oh, it's gone back to not working fully. Anyway, must be the cold weather creating that. Anyway, we'll keep onwards. What we've got with the moon in the home energy, it is that nurturing, it is that putting some time into bringing out from the shadows, having that beautiful light shine up, as in the reflected light. That's what we get with the moon. It's what comes from the sun initially. The moon itself does not generate light. It is reflecting of. So it's bringing time for us to reflect on what is our shadow side more so, and to bring it to the light. So we do need to actually have a little bit of introspection as well. You know, what is in us that we are needing to shine the light on and bring some notice to how we might react to something. You know, if you feel that you're getting a bit snarky or something like that, have a little look inside but more the heart, to sort of ask yourself, oh, where did that come from? Dig a little deeper into those emotions, into the thoughts behind. What do you feel it started from? And chase it down and back, and bring it up into the light, just to look, acknowledge, and think, oh, so that's what started that. Okay, sorry. Of course, always do your communication with those who are else around you who it may be affecting, or if it's just you, give yourself the permission to say sorry to yourself as well. If you've been blaming yourself for something that's absolutely not really where it came from as you, but some other historical factor that's been kept hidden down deep inside of you, bring it up. Let it go through that cycle of healing, and you'll find that in the home space, that will bring forward that is the more loving energy and understanding of self, and another one of those lessons learned. That's what I'm feeling with this. And it's then bringing that over and into the workspace, whatever you're doing for your work. Good morning, Dee. Lovely to have you over there in my YouTube land. Thank you, thank you. I like seeing that little red one there with the arrow. You can't see it on, no, you can't see it on the actual what comes to the screen. I can see it in my back end of it. So lovely to have you there. And certainly for others, to encourage each and every one of us to check out my YouTube channel. Same stuff, but it's a different way of looking at it, I suppose. It's not Facebook. Um, I had already started to change up my restream to go through that way, because I thought my beehive wasn't going to be able to log in, not getting into my Facebook. Anyway, that's beside the point. You know I can go off track, don't you? Here we are with the home space. It's that feeling of what you're doing in your work. I work from home, so for me, this seems like it's a natural flow on. So it's just spending that time, and those birds are out there in the trees. It's spending that time of integration, but not always being here in this space as the work office, which is where you're seeing me. It is the office. I do spend a lot of time here, but it's actually creating that comfort in what you're doing within that space called your office, or wherever that be. If you actually have the office of farmland, feeling comfortable and at home with it, really creating it to be your space, that you are going to have that workflow really flowing well and feeling comfortable with it. So if something's been difficult, I'm seeing that for today, you're actually going to have it gel into being that is familiar, comfortable, and moving through as if you are at home, or you're at home with it now. It's almost like that stage where you're learning to drive a car and then you realize, oh, I don't have to remember each and every step. You know the story the other day that I was using as an example, that you get to that point where, yes, it is autopilot almost, but it's just feeling comfortable with the process and what you're shifting into next. The key is another one of those unexpected moments where you'll have something that does unlock for you, whether it's in that home space, as I was describing, the sensation of feeling that, when there's something not quite right, looking into, you'll find the key that opens that little treasure chest of learning. So that's where I'm feeling the keys coming in for the home space. For the workspace, it's those moments, well, like I've just mentioned, you realize, oh, I can actually do that well, and it's really comfortable. And it's also a key can open a new doorway as well. So with the home there depicted, there might be some new doorways that are going to open for you. Take advantage of them if that's the direction you want to go. You don't have to move through them, but you can certainly unlock those potentials to have a look at the next part. Open a door, you can close it again. It's all of those opportunities. With the masculine here, the man in our role, it is standing strong. And because that certainly is a very strong, matured, um, stable looking man in this depiction, and it really does give that impression. Today, you're going to be strong, create some stability around you, very much the home base as far as the work it's bringing that in as far as that strength and being able to do whatever you need to create that space for yourself, that you are really moving forward in that level of strength. And well, because this is the older male, I think it's got that level of wisdom and learnt lessons already moving into that space with you as well. So very hospitable and welcoming as well. So it really is opening up that, which is more potential for you. The masks, I really do feel like there's certainly going to be some that are lowered today, not just on emotional level or anything. I think there's some things that you're going to be starting to reveal in the workspace. Some of the projects or ideas that you are thinking of and creating, in process of creating, or they have been, and you're ready to launch them. Like a new product or launch a book that you've written, that type of thing. It's actually announcing and moving it forward, taking off that's been behind the veil and bringing it forward. Uh, this will be, especially by the end of the evening as you're resting, if you do spend time, and I suggest it's a good one to feel into what you've learnt from the day. By the end of the day, not so much before your head hits the pillow. It's getting a bit late to start uh, analysing what you've had happen through the day, but certainly just after before your tea. No, most of us are actually preparing it, aren't we? Once you've settled for the evening, just to watch a little bit of telly or something like that, just to have a little notebook with you and write down those things that you've felt productive in the day and what you fit. I suppose it's called journaling, isn't it? Some of us like doing it, some of us don't, but at least even think mentally, bring it to the fore, feel into what your spiritual guidance is guiding you as to, wow, that's been a really big one for me today, or I'm really pleased and I'm just cruising along at this point in time. I need it, or just to sit quietly and rest and just go and feel that at the completion of the day, you've done what you've needed to, revealed what you needed to, left behind what the mask, because we all wear masks for certain purposes. It's been appropriate, it's been the right way for you to do it. If it hasn't, you might need to rethink for the tomorrow what you're needing to actually unveil again or otherwise. It's not a static thing. This having masks is part of just being human. We do hide some things that we don't want to reveal all at once, and we don't have revealed to us everything all at once, even as we're learning our pathway on a spiritual journey. It's not ever going to be all at once. So, and Maria, lovely to have you here. This isn't an individual card reading session. This is a daily Lenormand card spread reading. I read these cards daily around this same time, so certainly pop in tomorrow to gauge and guide you, have the guidance where you yourself have part of this journey of interpretation for you, receiving the messages from your own spiritual connection, because I do encourage, it's better to learn how to for yourself than continually relying on others. Learn to trust what is the inner you, intuition, connection with your spiritual guidance. So, and thank you, Stephen. Oh, you're here. So you hadn't put a hello to start, but a lovely thank you. Thank you for that. I very much appreciate that. So thank you. And this is always available for replay afterwards. I do not drop them down. What do you call it? Delete them. That they're there on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. I do create a playlist that is on my YouTube channel that is called Daily Card Spread, I think. Daily Spreads 2022. Actually, I can't remember what I've labelled the playlist. Have a look for it, it's public. And it is, just do the search for Ros Boundy. You should find the YouTube. And and Sandra, oh, lovely. Thank you for popping in too. Grateful that I'm consistent with Michelle. Well, I had to struggle with it this morning to get it on time. I do try to be consistent. I have, thank you. I'll just say that, thank you. And Michaela, thank you so much for those wonderful little emojis. And thank you to Connie as well. And wishing each and every one of you a wonderful and happy day, as I do. I am planning to come back tonight for the weekly Friday night one. I don't think Leanne will be joining me. It'll be a solo event again. I'm assuming. I haven't asked because I know that she would be busier at setting up her stall at the fair than I would. I take my little fold-up table, and that's all, and the tools, the cards, and that's all I need. Leanne has more than that. So thank you, and with love from Sarah. I am just going to pop in these 2 links. These will show up in the chats there for anyone. It's either this one or the other one. One's a Calendly link and one is to my Soul Software calendar. I'm still trying out the Soul Software settings. It may or may not work. I don't know that one yet. So because I haven't had anyone book using that one. The Calendly one certainly doesn't know that. So you can pre-book if you'd like to. If you don't, just pop up to stall 39 and I'll be there with my table, and you can say hello, or you can have a reading if I'm able to at that point in time, or book for one. There is all okay. All okay. So thank you, Dee. I will put that up. Yes, searching for Ros Boundy on YouTube helps to find the video that we're looking for. Yeah. YouTube is a very easy search engine as well. I've been doing some looking through for how-tos for myself. So thank you, each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste. Until tonight or tomorrow. Bye for now. Oh, tomorrow's is going to be recorded because I'll be on the road. Anyway, we'll see what goes. It will be recorded. Bye for now. Oops.